Assalamu alaikum. Hello my beloved students of intermediate first and second year. My dear learners, I am going to start a new class, new topics selected for English for today. Okay my dear learners, today my topics is English for today, Unit 3, Lesson 2. Last day I discussed, last classes in Kurigram Online Schools, my dear learners, I discussed on Unit 3, Lesson 2, Dreams, another poems, dream poems. Actually this poem was by D.H. Lawrence, Dreams, So my dear learners, today I'd like to start a new poem on about Langston Hughes. So before going to start our class, I want to say something that this topic is very important for English first paper. You know, actually in intermediate first paper, actually there are 100 marks. Actually last classes I discussed with you on the marks distributions. So in this way you see in number 11 there are theme writing from the poem. So there we find 10 marks have. So my dear learners, in this way I am going to start a class. So my dear learners, for this way you know that before going to poems, Dreams poem by Langston Hughes, actually at first we will have to understand actually what is the difference between poetic words and general words. If we don't understand the general words and poetic words, my dear learners, last class in Kurigram Online School I already told you that how poetic words are different from general words. So today I also repeat again, and then I will begin my poems. So before going to start our class, I welcome everybody, or not. My dear learners, you know you have to share the class in your timelines with your friends, as well as all the learners will see the class. It will turn into a larger classroom. My dear learners, so please share the class. I am also sharing the class with my learners. So if sound system and visualization, all these things are okay or not, please ensure me. My dear learners, actually if you get benefited from my class, it will be my best benefit. So my dear learners, please share the class with all the learners, as well as all the learners will see the class. কোন বিভাগে আছো সেই বিষয়টা আমাকে জানালে it would be, I think, my dear learners, I have already shared the class with my learners. So my dear learners, please share the class. And my dear learners, I have already completed share with you. My dear learners, so my dear learners, today I would like to discuss with you how to understand English poems. Okay, you know English poems is very much important in English past paper. Actually by this class will be benefited from those who are 11 class and those who are 12 class. Both students will be benefited. So please watch the class, and if you have any problems, please comment me. Okay, I will solve the problems. Okay, my dear learners. So my dear learners, I think you will be benefited much a lot. You know that it's a great opportunity for us in corona situations. Today আমি আমার আজকে 87তম ক্লাস তোমাদের সামনে করছি। 88তম ক্লাস। আজকে আমার 88তম ক্লাস, অনলাইনে আমার 88তম ক্লাস, ভিডিও ক্লাস। So my dear learners, in this way you know that it is my little effort to benefit you. Can I benefit you or not? Okay, so if you are benefited, actually it would be my pleasure. Okay, and I thank to Allah, because you know corona situations, actually our little efforts, our students, our learners will be benefited. This is the aim of us, but not anything else. So my dear learners, so I am going to class now. I am going to get started the class. Okay, so our today's topic is how to understand English poem, and then we go to the poem themes. Okay, so you know that in general words and poetic words all are different. Okay, you know, and English actually you know that in English cases are 4 kinds: nominative, objective, possessive. Okay, three kinds: nominative, objective and possessive. Okay, and these 3 cases, actually you see you is a subjective case. Okay, you is a subjective case. Actually in general words and poetic words are different from each other. Actually in general words, general grammatical rules, grammatical English, okay, we find the strictly followed grammatical rules in any normal sentence. You see, যেমন এখানে একটা sentence, here we find a sentence, he loves his mother. Okay, he loves his mother very much. So in these sentences, he loves his mother very much, he loves his mother very much. In these sentences you see grammatical rules are strictly followed here in this sentence we find. So in general sentence, actually you know what is sentence. Sentence is the combination of group of words which makes complete or full meanings, which gives complete or full meaning. Sentence is a group of words which gives complete or full meaning. Okay, my dear learners, so in this way in any sentences we see grammatical rules followed here very strictly. Grammatical rules are followed here very strictly. Okay, so my dear learners, but in poetic sentence, in poetry or poet, actually in poem we see there we don't find any grammatical rules. Actually grammatical rules are not strictly followed here. Okay, actually grammatical rules is hardly followed. Okay, grammar is hardly followed. Okay, my dear learners, so this is the basic difference between grammaticals, general words and poetic words. Okay, in normal sentence or poetic sentence. Okay, my dear learners, so here you find subjective case. Actually you is the subjective case. When a poet use this you subjective form, actually it will turn into thou. Actually thou, tumi. Okay, actually you are my brother. Okay, you are my brother. In these sentences you follow তুমি আমার ভাই, you are my brother. কিন্তু এখানে যদি আমরা instead of you, if we use thou are my brother. Okay, so here we find that this thou, what is this thou? Actually you will not understand. Okay, if you don't understand the differentiation between poetic words and general words, actually you will not guess actually what is thou. Okay, so in this way actually this is the poetic words. In a poet expresses his feelings by this way, thou. Okay, actually in general words thou is the, you is the subjective form. Okay, and in poetic words thou is the subjective form. Okay, thou means to me. And second, you see, you is the objective form, you also the objective form. You also, he loves I write down a sentence, I love you. Okay, this is a sentence and this you is the objective form. Okay, I love you. So এখানে আমরা খেয়াল করছি যে this you is the objective form. Sorry my dear learners, actually here you see I love you. Okay, this is the objective form, objective case. Okay, not subjective. So তোমাকে, this means তোমাকে. So in poetic form if I say I love thee, I love thee. Okay, if I say I love thee, যখন আমি বলবো যে I love thee, সেক্ষেত্রে a student can't understand what is the meaning of the thee. Actually if you don't understand the poetic words, you will not understand the theme of the poem. Actually if you don't understand the theme of the poem, you will not write the, okay, you will not give the right answer. Okay, so my dear learners, if you want to give the right answer, you have to at first know the poetic words. Okay, poetic words. So this thee is the objective form in poetic form, in poetic sentences. When a poet writes down in this way, in this language he is used. When you is the objective form, thee means তোমাকে, this is the objective form. Okay my dear learners, and my dear learners, thanks. Okay, Anwar Babu, thank you so much. Okay, I love you, তোমাকে, I love thee, this is তোমাকে. Okay my dear learners, and third you see your is the possessive form. Okay, subjective case, objective case and possessive case. Actually him is the objective form and his is possessive form. In this way, in the same way, you and your is the possessive form. Okay my dear learners, you and your. Okay, so your is the possessive form. So my dear learners, so here we find your is the possessive form. In poetic words we find thy. Then as example I can tell you that, please follow my class. I love your intelligence. Okay, this is a sentence, normal sentence. I love your intelligence. In these sentences you see this is the possessive form. Okay, possessive case. Case তিন ধরনের, subjective, objective and possessive. Nominative, objective and possessive. Subjective cases, another name is nominative case. Okay, so my dear learners, here you see I love your intelligence, this your is possessive case. Okay, so এখানে আমরা খেয়াল করছি in normal sentences we find your is the possessive case, but when it is in poetic form we can write it I love, okay, thy, I love thy intelligence. Okay, I love thy intelligence. So my dear learners, here we find this thy. Actually, it is the fact that you will not understand what is the die. If you don't understand the differentiation between general words and poetic words, okay, you can mixture it, okay. What is this? So how do we write the theme? Okay, in our intermediate students, actually in our board question we see there we find in 11 number, actually there would be a questions, and here we find 10 marks, and if you want to get this 10 marks, you have to know the general words and poetic words. You have to differentiate the general words and poetic words, okay, know the differentiations, okay. So my dear learners, I love thy intelligence. This thy is the possessive form, okay. So I love your intelligence, এখানে your হচ্ছে possessive form. যখন এটাকে আমি পোয়েটিক ভাষায়, একজন পোয়েট, when a poet expresses his feelings, okay, expresses the feelings, so here we find thy, he uses thy, okay. So this thy means your, tomar, okay, this thy means tomar, okay, my dear learners. Then I am going to another poetic words and general words. Here we see yourself. This is a reflexive pronoun. Myself, yourself, herself, themselves, all these are reflexive pronoun, okay. There are 8 kinds of pronoun, and there we find reflexive pronoun yourself, okay. Yourself is the reflexive pronoun. So here we find in Dhaka University, actually গেটে যেটা লেখা আছে, যেমন আমরা অ্যারিস্টটলের একটি বাণী, নো thyself, okay, নো thyself, নো thyself, নিজেকে জানো, okay, নো thyself. So my dear learners, if we write down know thyself, what is the meaning of the words? Actually this thyself is the reflexive pronoun. So know yourself, if we use it in general sentence, know yourself, okay, means know thyself, okay, my dear learners. So there we find the differentiation between general words and poetic words. This is the differentiations between general words and poetic words, okay, my dear learners. So know thyself, know yourself. Actually instead of yourself you can use, actually poet uses thyself, know thyself, okay, my dear learners. Next I am coming another poetic words with the combinations of general words and poetic words. I am going to discuss. আমরা জানি যে he reads, he loves, he loved best, who prayed best, okay. This line is he loved best, who prayed best. Actually what is the meaning of this love or prayed, okay, my dear learners, please follow the sentences. Actually this is a poetic sentences, loved, okay. So if we expresses it into a general sentence, actually how can we write down? He loves best, who prays best, okay. Actually you find TAs, ETAs, instead of S or ES we have to use, we see in poetic sentences TH or ETH, okay. Actually this is the famous line of S.T. Coleridge and Saint Mariner. Here we find he loved best, who prayed best. So there we find the differentiation, loved, loves, okay. যেহেতু এখানে ইএস আছে, ইএস এর পরিবর্তে আমরা যখন পোয়েটিক ওয়ার্ড লিখছি সেক্ষেত্রে আমরা টিএস, my dear learners, I also use this Bengali as well as you understand the classes, okay. And please comment me who are with me, and if you have any problem, if you don't understand, please question me, I'll answer the questions, okay. So my dear learners, he loved best, who prayed best. So loves, instead of loves we have to use loved, okay, loved. Yes, TH or ETH, okay. th or eth, okay, s or es. Instead of s or es we have to use, actually this is the poetic words and this is the general words, okay, general normal words, okay. So there we find the differentiations between poetic words and general words, okay. My dear learners, then I am going to give you another poetic words and combination of general words. In these sentences, it is very nice. When I write down it is very nice, here we find it is, okay, it is very nice. So in these sentences you see in poetic words how a poet use it, tis, okay, tis, this tis, okay my dear learners, this tis. Instead of it is, actually a poet uses tis. So my dear learners, it is very much difficult for you to understandable, okay. Actually I think this class will be very much beneficial for you. So tis very nice, tis very nice means it is very nice. tis very nice বলতে বোঝাচ্ছে it is very nice. আমরা এই tis এর পরিবর্তে জেনারেল সেন্টেন্সে আমরা it is লিখি এবং পোয়েটিক সেন্টেন্সে আমরা দেখি tis, ওকে। এবার আমরা এই খেয়াল করি because, okay, you know in Dreams poem here we find D.H. Lawrence. Last day I discussed with you D.H. Lawrence. But the dreamers of the day are dangerous people, for they dream their dreams with open eyes. For they dream, in these lines here we see for, okay. Actually poetic words for, actually meaning of the, actually in general sentence we find because, okay. Poetic word for এর অর্থ হচ্ছে because, general words এটার অর্থ হচ্ছে because. If you don't know the general words, actually we will mixture it, okay. So we can know the theme of the poem and you will not get good marks if you don't understand the poem. And then he has many books, so then another poetic words has, okay, has সেক্ষেত্রে this is the normal sentence. In normal sentence, normal words or general words, actually when it is turned into poetic words, this would be hath. So he has a car, okay. এখানে একটা general, this is a general sentence. যখন আমরা এটা if we write down in poetic words, he hath a car, okay. So আমরা কিভাবে পোয়েটিক ওয়ার্ডে লিখি, পোয়েটিক ওয়ার্ডে কিভাবে লেখা থাকে হি হাথ এ কার, ওকে মাই ডিয়ার লার্নার্স। সো আমি কবর কবিতার একটা লাইন বলছি, সেটা ইন কবর কবিতাতে, জসিমউদ্দিনের কবর কবিতাতে আমরা জানি যে সেখানে বলা আছে যে ওইখানে তোর দাদির কবর ডালিম গাছের তলে 30 বছর ভিজায় রেখেছি দুই নয়নের জলে। তো এখানে আমরা খেয়াল করছি যে এই যে বেঙ্গলি যে মিনিং, এটার সাথে কি মানে যে মিনিংটা বোঝা যাচ্ছে আসলে ইজ ইট দ্য রিয়েল মিনিং, মানে সে তার নয়নের জলে 30 বছর কবরটাকে ভিজিয়ে রেখেছে। আমরা যদি এটাকে মিনিং করি তাহলে কি এটা সঠিক হবে? নো মাই ডিয়ার লার্নার্স, এখানে মিনিংটা এটা হতে পারে যে দাদির জন্য 30 বছর ধরে তার চোখ দিয়ে জল পড়ছে, ওকে মাই ডিয়ার লার্নার্স। আবার আরেকটি উদাহরণ দিতে পারি, জল পড়ে পাতা নড়ে তোমার কথা মনে পড়ে, তার কথা মনে পড়ে। এখানে জল পড়ে পাতা নড়ে, এখানে বলতে বোঝানো হয়েছে যে বিশেষ কারো কথা মনে পড়ছে সেক্ষেত্রে। বা এখানে যদি বলা হয় যে তার হাজব্যান্ডের কথা মনে হচ্ছে, হাজব্যান্ড মারা গেছে, ওয়াইফের বিশেষ কিছু মুহূর্তের কথা মনে হচ্ছে, হাজব্যান্ডের সাথে কিছু স্মৃতি মনে হচ্ছে, এটাও হতে পারে। তো এখানে দেখে অ্যাকচুয়ালি ইট ইজ নট আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ডেবল to actually what does the poet refers. Actually if we don't know the differentiations between poetic words and general words, actually it will not be clear, okay. So if we know the poetic words and general word, it would be crystal clear for you, okay my dear learners. So আরেকটি কবিতা যেমন তাহারেই মনে পড়ে, এটি একটি কবিতা এবং এখানে কবিতাটা মূলত লেখা হয়েছে যে স্বামীর বিয়োগ, মানে স্বামীর মৃত্যুতে স্ত্রী যে কষ্ট পাচ্ছে সে বিষয়ে। কিন্তু এখন এখানে কি আসলে যারা আমরা পড়বো আমরা কি আসলে এই বিষয়টাই মনে করব? তা কিন্তু নয় মাই ডিয়ার লার্নার্স, আমরা অন্য বিষয় মনে করতে পারি, যেমন শীতের কথা, শীতকালে আমরা পিঠা খাই, বা দেয়ার আর মাস্ট মোর মেমোরিজ ইন আওয়ার এভরিডে লাইফস। শীতকালে বা গ্রীষ্মকালে বা বর্ষাকালে, রেইনি সিজনে অ্যাকচুয়ালি উই ফাইন্ড মাচ মোর মেমোরিজ ইন আওয়ার লাইফ। সো সেগুলো মনে হতে পারে। কাজেই অ্যাকচুয়ালি হুইচ দ্য poet refers, actually if we don't know the poetic words, actually we can't use or we can't see the real meaning of the poems. Okay, আমরা একটি গানের কথা বলবো এবং সেখানে আমরা দেখব যে how grammar in general sentence we find grammatical rules are strictly followed, but in poetic sentences grammatical rules are not followed here. Okay, so my dear learners, in Wordsworth poems, Wordsworthের একটি কবিতা আছে, ওকে, ড্যাফোডিলস। সো ড্যাফোডিলস কবিতার একটি লাইন I will write down and then you will understand. Actually, you know, in normal sentences, actually it will consisted with subject, verb and object. Okay, so my dear learners, here we find that subject, verb and objects are consisted with normal sentence. যেমন I saw a girl. Okay, this is a sentence, I saw a girl. Okay, and my dear learners, here we find that actually this is the subject, verb and object or extension. Okay, subject, verb and extension or object. But in poetic words actually verb, subject, object এভাবে হতে পারে, অথবা object আগে আসতে পারে, তারপরে verb আসতে পারে, তারপর subject. Actually grammatical rules are not strictly followed. Okay, grammatical rules are not strictly followed. Actually grammatical rules are hardly followed here. Okay, grammatical rules are hardly followed, but in general sentence, normal sentence, we find actually strict grammatical rules are followed here. Okay, my dear learners, so you see I saw a girl, so I am quoting a poem, Wordsworth poems, the lines 10,000 saw, 10,000 saw, I at a glance, I at a glance. Okay, this is a poetic lines. Okay, my dear learners, this is a poetic lines, and in this poetic lines you see actually where is the subject, verb, object, is there grammatical rules are followed strictly here? My dear learners, please understand, is there grammatical rules? These 10,000, sorry, here we find daffodils, 10,000 daffodils saw I at a glance. Here we find this is the verb, this is extension, this is subject. Okay, sorry, this is object and this is extension. Okay, so actually in normal sentence, if we decorated the sentence, আমরা যদি সেন্টেন্সটিকে সাজিয়ে বা if we rearrange the sentence, তাহলে বাক্যটা কিভাবে দাঁড়াবে, যে I saw 10,000 daffodils at a glance. Okay, this is the general sentence or normal sentence. Okay, in normal sentence here we find subject, verb, extension, subject, verb and extension. 10,000 daffodils, this is extension. Okay, there we find the, if we rearrange the sentence, actually this is the poetic sentence, this is the poetic sentence. Okay, and this is the general sentence. Okay, this is general sentence. Okay, my dear learners, I think you have understood. This is the poetic sentence, 10,000 daffodils I saw at a glance. Actually we don't find any মানে এখানে আমরা কোনো সাবজেক্ট, ভার্ব, অবজেক্টের কোনো মিল পাচ্ছি না, এক একটা এক এক জায়গায়। যেমন ভার্ব প্রথমে আসছে হচ্ছে প্রথমে আসছে অবজেক্ট, তারপরে ভার্ব, তারপরে সাবজেক্ট, এভাবে আসছে। ওকে, object verb subject, কিন্তু in normal sentence we see subject verb extension. Okay, so my dear learners, this is the differentiation between general words and poetic words, and I also give you another example of general words and poetic words. Actually, my dear learners, this class is very important before going to class, before going to read out the poems. Actually, if you don't understand the poetic words, actually it would be very much difficult for you to understand the poems. Okay, my dear learners, I always uses English in English class. Actually, you know, if you want to learn English, if I don't use English, actually it would be not very much easier for you to know English. Okay, so my dear learners, if you have any problems, please comment me. Actually, I will solve the problems. Okay, so my dear learners, আমরা জানি ভাঙ্গা ভয়েসের একটি গান, যারা তোমরা ইউটিউবে সার্চ দাও, nowadays actually ICT has developed much, ভাঙ্গা ভয়েসের একটি গান আসছে, সেটা হচ্ছে কিস। তোমরা নেটে সার্চ দিয়ে দেখতে পারো, ভাঙ্গা ভয়েসের song is kiss. So what is the words of this song? Actually here we find actually grammatical rules are not strictly followed here. Okay, এবং here we find the use of poetic words. Actually কবিতাগুলোকেই সাধারণত কবিতা, poems are transferred to song. Okay, so I only kiss kiss kiss, I only kiss kiss kiss, I only kiss 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 when the sun don't shine. Okay, I earlier told you that grammatical rules are not followed here in poetic sentence. This is the poetic sentence. Actually the sun is the third person singular number, sun. আপনারা জানি যে the sun, আমরা একটা সেন্টেন্স, নর্মাল সেন্টেন্স, if you see the sun rises in the east, the sun rises in the east, sun rises in the east. After the sun we have used rises, third person singular number. My dear learners, please follow it. After the sun, sun is the third person singular number. Okay, and you know in present indefinite tense, after third person singular number we have to use yes or yes, yes or yes. So my dear learners, here we find don't. Is it correct? Actually this is the poetic sentence. In poetic sentence actually grammatical rules are not strictly followed here. Actually এখানে হবে doesn't, কিন্তু doesn't না হয়ে এখানে হয়েছে don't shine. So this is the differentiation between general words and poetic words. My dear learners, I think you have understood the class. Okay, my dear learners, then I am going to the dreams poem. Okay, actually I have already finished my class about how to understand poem. I think you have understood the poem. If you have any problem, then I will give you the solution. Please comment me if have any problems. Please share with me, and my dear learners, I will give you the solutions. Okay, so now I am going to the poems about dreams, unit 2 lesson, unit 3 lesson 2 dream poems. Our today's poem is dream poems. Unit 3 lesson 2 dream poems. Okay, and my dear learners, today I will discuss with you on Langston Hughes poems. Langston Hughes এর একটি কবিতা ড্রিম থেকে নেওয়া। গত লাস্ট ডে I took class in Kurigram. Actually I conduct class with Kurigram Online School on about Langston Hughes, D.S. Lawrence poem Dreams and Other Poems. তোমরা কুড়িগ্রাম অনলাইন স্কুলে যে পেজে যে তোমরা এই ক্লাসটি দেখে নিতে পারো যে ড্রিমস পোয়েমের ফার্স্ট যে পয়েমটা, ফার্স্ট পোয়েম ওয়াজ D.S. Lawrence Dreams. Okay, and my dear learners, you know this is the English first paper books, and unit 3 lesson 2 page number 38 39. Actually in 39 page, actually column 2 you find first poem Dreams by D.H. Lawrence, and second poem is Dreams by Langston Hughes. Okay, so we have already discussed in Kurigram Online School on about Dreams by D.H. Lawrence. My dear learners, today I would like to discuss with you Dreams by Langston Hughes. Okay, Langston Hughes. Dream by Langston Hughes. Okay, actually tomra if you have to write, you have to pronounce rightly. Okay, Langston Hughes, the pronunciation would be Langston Hughes, not Hughes. Okay, Langston Hughes, অনেকে Hughes উচ্চারণ করে, but this is not the right form of the pronunciations. Actually this would be the Langston Hughes. Okay, my dear learners, actually he was born in February 1902, and he was born in May 22nd May 1967. Okay, so Langston Hughes born in February 1st 1902, and he was died in May 22nd 1967. Actually his full name is James Mercer Langston Hughes. Okay, James Mercer Langston Hughes. His full name is James Mercer Langston Hughes. Okay, my dear learners, actually he was a black poet. Actually it was a motivational poem, my dear learners, and actually this is the inspirations of people, how to inspire people. Actually he want to inspire people. Okay, sorry my dear learners. So this poem is a motivational poem. Actually how to inspire people. In this poem actually at that time actually this poem is written about white dominations of then American time. মানে আমেরিকান, উনি ওনার জীবনের অভিজ্ঞতা থেকে কবিতাটা লিখেছেন। আমি একটু বাংলাতে বলে নিই। আমেরিকাতে নিগ্রোদের উপরে হোয়াইটদের যে একটা অত্যাচার বা নির্যাতন বা অপারেশন, অ্যাকচুয়ালি হোয়াইট পিপুল dominated the black people. Okay, actually white people oppressed them, suppressed them. In this way this is a movement, and in this movement actually Langston Hughes has participated in this movement, and you see that Langston Hughes was associated with Harlem Renaissance. Harlem Renaissance, এখানে হারলেম হচ্ছে একটা জায়গার নাম, এবং যেখানে রেনেসা হয়েছিল নিগ্রোদের মধ্যে। অ্যাকচুয়ালি নিগ্রোদের সাথে ওই সময় তৎকালীন নিগ্রোদের সাথে হোয়াইটদের একটা ডমিনেশন ছিল, হোয়াইটদের একটা বিরোধ ছিল, ডিসক্রিমিনেশন ছিল, যেটা আমরা নেলসন ম্যান্ডেলাতে দেখেছি। ওকে, তো এখানে আমরা খেয়াল করছি যে অ্যাকচুয়ালি ইন দিস পোয়েম অ্যাকচুয়ালি you know that Langston Hughes has inspired the black people. Actually who are black people who was deprived from all kinds of facilities. Okay, এবং যেটা মনে হয়েছে যে তাদেরকে they don't give, they actually they oppress them, they have no rights. Okay, actually black রা তাদেরকে actually সবসময় নির্যাতন করতো, যার কারণে তারা স্বপ্ন দেখা ছেড়ে দিয়েছিল এবং তারা নিজেদের জীবনটাকে অনেক তুচ্ছ মনে করছিল। এবং এই সময় Langston Hughes has wrote that poem at that time. Actually by this poem actually he says that hold fast to dreams, স্বপ্নকে আঁকড়ে ধরতে বলেছেন। ল্যাংস্টন হিউজ সবসময় বলেছেন hold fast to dreams, স্বপ্নকে আঁকড়ে ধরো, শক্ত করে আঁকড়ে ধরো, as well as you can get the benefit, you can overcome the struggles, you can defeat those power actually who has oppressed you, who has tortured you. Okay, my dear learners, so this is the background history of the theme of the poems. Okay, my dear learners, so in this poem actually Langston Hughes has inspired them to fight against the dominations, to fight against the white people. We know that Nelson Mandela also fought for the democracy. Actually there we find black dominations, okay, white dominations over the black domination, black people. Okay, so my dear learners, in this way, in these poems we also see this type. So Hughes has before going through the poem, Hughes I want to tell you something about Langston Hughes. Actually Langston Hughes সম্পর্কে যতটুকু বলেছি, he was a great literary figure. He was a great literary figure. He was a poet, social activist, playwright and columnist. Okay, playwright and columnist. He was also a leader of Harlem Renaissance. He was also a leader of Harlem Renaissance of the black people in the 1920s. Okay, and Hughes is telling his readers to hold fast to their dreams. Okay, he wants his readers to hold fast to their dreams. If any difficulty comes, actually they have to hold fast the dreams. Okay, as without dreams life is motionless and unproductive. Without dreams life would be motionless, মানে যেটা নিথর হয়ে যাবে, গতিহীন হয়ে যাবে এবং আনপ্রোডাক্টিভ, যেখানে কোনো চাওয়া থাকবে না। লাইফ উইল বি এ ব্যারেন ফিল্ড, জীবন হয়ে যাবে একটা ঊষর ভূমি। According to Hughes, you see, dreams are very important in our lives. Dreams are very important in our lives. In last classes in Kurigram online schools, I earlier told you that Langston Hughes, actually there we find that two types of actually these two dreams poem highlights two different types of dream. ল্যাংস্টন হিউজের কবিতাতে এক ধরনের ড্রিম বোঝানো হয়েছে এবং ডিএস লরেন্সের কবিতাতে আর এক ধরনের ড্রিমকে বোঝানো হয়েছে। Actually Lawrence highlights about practical dreams or planning of life, okay, planning for life, and however Hughes highlights hope or aim in life, hope or aim in life. Actually you have to recover, actually you have to get right from all obstacles. Okay, my dear learners, so here we find the dreams are a part and parcel of life. Okay, so my dear learners, I am going to the text and I am reading the text, and please follow my class. Okay, I think you would be benefited from my class. Okay, so this is a very brief poem. First poem you see, hold fast to dreams, hold fast to dreams. What is the meaning of this sentence? Hold fast to dreams means স্বপ্নকে আঁকড়ে ধরো। ওকে, স্বপ্নকে আঁকড়ে ধরো। For if dreams die, যদি স্বপ্ন মারা যায়, if dreams die, এখানে বলছে যে কেননা স্বপ্ন মরে গেলে life is broken wing bird, life will be the broken wing bird. Okay, life will be the broken wing bird. Actually broken wing bird, life will be the broken wing bird, মানে broken wing bird বলতে বলা হচ্ছে যে ডানা ভাঙা পাখির মতো, জীবনটা হবে হচ্ছে ডানা ভাঙা পাখির মতো। এখানে broken wing bird বলতে সিনোনিম যেটা, a bird whose wings are broken, a bird whose wings are broken, and so it cannot fly. Okay, actually broken wings bird can't fly. Okay, a bird whose wings are broken, so it can't fly, it symbolizes an aimless life. It symbolizes an aimless life. Okay, my dear learners. And next I am going to another. Then that cannot fly. Okay, that cannot fly. Jeta utte pare na. My dear learners, then come to the next stanza. Hold fast to dreams. স্বপ্নকে আঁকড়ে ধরো। For when dreams go. When dreams go. কারণ স্বপ্ন চলে গেলে যদি if you are not motivated, if you are not inspired, if you don't try to do something, if you want to get right from the obstacle, তুমি যদি বাধাগুলোকে ডিঙিয়ে চলে যেতে না পারো, actually if you don't protest them, if you not fight for them, actually if you not fight for yourself, actually you will be the loser. Okay, this aimless life. So this aimless life is not, actually in this life we don't find any hope. So my dear learners, here you see, hold fast to dreams. When dreams go, স্বপ্ন চলে গেলে, life is a barren field, জীবন হবে ঊষর ভূমি. Actually what is the meaning of the barren field? Okay, barren field means অনুর্বর জমি. Barren field. Okay, barren field. অনুর্বর জমি. Okay, barren field means হচ্ছে অনুর্বর জমি, যে জমিটা উর্বর না, যেখানে actually with another synonym is wasteland. Okay, wasteland means অনুর্বর জমি. So life will be a barren field or wasteland. Okay, my dear learners. So এখানে আমরা খেয়াল করি the field where no crop grows. Wasteland বলতে যেখানে কোনো শস্য জন্মায় না. The field where no crop grows, it symbolizes the unproductiveness of life. It symbolizes the unproductiveness of life. তার মানে এটা জীবনের একটা অনুর্বরতার প্রতীক, যে জীবনের কোনো there is no hope, there is no ray of hope or inspirations, no wanting. Okay, so in this actually here the poet যদি স্বপ্ন না থাকে, এটাকে বোঝানো হয়েছে যে barren field, frozen with snow, frozen with snow. এখানে snow, what is the meaning of this snow? Frozen with snow. Okay, frozen with snow. এখানে frozen with snow বলতে বোঝানো হয়েছে যে হচ্ছে যা জমাটবদ্ধ থাকে তুষারে. In winter season we see all trees, all things are frozen with snow. In snow covered country we don't find any light of sun. Okay, heat of sun. Actually they have to live in cold. Okay, and in cold season actually it is very much hard. Actually it is very much hard to live there. Okay, actually we have to use warm clothes. Okay, to get warm. Okay, my dear learners, so this barren field is compared with the frozen snow, যেটা জমাটবদ্ধ থাকে তুষারে. Okay, so my dear learners, actually I have already finished the reading of the text. Okay, my dear learners, next I am going to give you some vocabularies actually according to these poems. Actually first vocabularies is hold. Actually hold means আঁকড়ে ধরা. Hold means আঁকড়ে ধরা. Hold means আঁকড়ে ধরা. Okay, hold means আঁকড়ে ধরা. Another word is fly. Fly বলতে উড়া. Fly মানে আমরা জানি মাছি, কিন্তু এখানে হচ্ছে উড়া. Okay, in this poems we find fly means উড়া. Okay, wing. Okay, wing বলতে পাখা. Wings of birds. Okay, wing, পাখা. Frozen means জমাটবদ্ধ. Okay, frozen means জমাটবদ্ধ, মানে যেটা জমে থাকা. And broken means ভাঙা. Okay, broken means ভাঙা. And barren means অনুর্বর. Barren, I have already again told you, barren means অনুর্বর. Okay, my dear learners, please write down. Okay, I think you have taken your answer script. Okay, you have taken your khatas, and please note down this ব্যারেন অনুর্বর, হোল্ড আঁকড়ে ধরা, ফ্লাই উড়া, উইং পাখা, ফ্রোজেন জমাটবদ্ধ, ব্রোকেন ভাঙা. Okay, my dear learners. So my dear learners, so what theme we get from these poems? Actually, in briefly and shortly I will discuss, then I finish my class. If you get benefited from my class, it would be my best pleasure, and I will thank, actually I thanks Allah. Actually, in corona situation I have got the opportunities to serve you, to give you some benefits. Okay, so my dear learners, a man without having good dreams cannot be a complete man. তার মানে স্বপ্ন ছাড়া একজন complete man. Actually, if you have no aim in life, a man can get the completeness. Okay, everybody must have a dream. সকলেরই স্বপ্ন থাকা উচিত. If a man wants to do their better in future, যদি মানুষ তার জীবনে উন্নতি করতে চায়, he must grip his dream strongly. He must hold his dreams. Actually, again and again, poet tells the American. Actually, here we find the American dreams. Actually, American independence সম্পর্কে এখানে বলা হয়েছে, নিগ্রোদের যে স্বাধীনতা ছিল না আমেরিকাতে, সেই আমেরিকান ড্রিমস সম্পর্কে বলা হয়েছে. আরেকটি বই আছে, আমি সেই বইয়ের নামটা লিখে দিচ্ছি. Actually, this is like the same. I for Sing America. I for Sing America. This is also about against the black dominations of white people. Okay, over the white people. So, my dear learners, without dreams a man can't stay here, and man can't stay in the world. Without dream a man can be compared with a broken wing bird and a barren field. Okay, my dear learners. So, my dear learners, that's all for today. Actually, I have tried my little best. Actually, it was my little effort to understand you, to give you the benefit from my classes. Okay, my dear learners, I think you will be safe and sound, and you will stay at home. Please follow the rule. Before going outside, please use mask. Okay, my dear learners. So please, actually you are being with me. I am really very much proud of you. And my dear learners, please stay with my next class. Okay, and till then, Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.